showing new signs of trouble for the U.S. economy.
Workers are losing to inflation.
Has made looking for work nearly impossible for many Americans.
America's strategic petroleum reserve now at its lowest level in more than 40 years.
So it's actually open now.
And cue the fire. We are almost out of oil, and we are completely out of patience. But everything's going as planned in the war. It's open. The Strait of Hormuz is open. Everything is great. Don't worry about how close the blue line is there to the black line, and don't worry about the red line. It's nothing to see here. But in all of this, the war, the economy, the stock market, we'll get into that. The biggest thing, and no one understands it, is the yen. It's the yen intervention. This is nuclear. This is going to be the biggest story of 2027. I know we're not there yet, but you came here first. You click the subscribe button because you're not going to hear it in the media. The media's like, what? Okay, wait, what is this dollar thing? Not a single person I have ever met has ever been able to, close, a doctor got it really close. Where does money come from? And in one word, what is money? Well, my friends, you're soon going to find out. Also, breaking news, do not think that you are safe. We have Adam Smith. He also warned you. You're not safe. Look at this. Quote, the rate of profit is naturally low in rich and high in poor countries. Okay, think about that for a second. And it is always highest in the countries which are going fastest to ruin. Whereas being a trader, what goes up really fast comes down even faster. About 6 months ago in the dollar, I said, I think it's found a bottom. It found a double bottom. Here we go. So while we are at our 2-week excursion in the Middle East and oil is down to this much, let's check in on the mainstream media and see what the President of the United States has to say.
President's warning, if any Iranian ships come anywhere close to our blockade, they'll be immediately eliminated. U.S. Marines are ready to board Iranian oil tankers, and CENTCOM's ready to neutralize any Iranian fast attack boats that slip into the strait to cause mischief. One of Iran's surveillance drones flew too close to one of our destroyers, and we blew it out of the sky. And 2 tankers flying under false flags on their way to China were already intercepted and turned away. This is completely reversing everything Iran did to the strait. Now, every nation's ship in the world can sail out except Iran's.
Okay, so when you take that information at face value, I'm going to say everything's sounding really good. I mean, minus the $30 drones that are being blown out of the sky with probably $5 million rockets. But anywho, let's listen into the President of the United States because he had some questions to answer, but I see a squirrel. Is that Reagan? Do you guys know? Sorry. Do you guys know Reagan took our debt? He's like, the debt is evil. It's just like every politician. No debt. It's going to zero. We're going to pay it off. I think he tripled it. Can you imagine if Trump took, what are we at? We at 40 trillion? I don't even know. A lot. It'll be triple that. 160 trillion. And I was actually here today, and I just flew back, and this girl she saw me, right? This one, she saw me in the room. One of my subscribers, and I'm like, stop! You're being creepy. President's over that way. Stop looking at me. But I like your new bang cut.
When you think the Strait of Hormuz will be
Well, it's open now. We're taking a lot of shit. It's open now. Look, the only one that has control of the Strait of Hormuz right now is the United States Navy. We have a blockade that's been infallible. It's a steel wall. And we let people in that we want to let in, and those people come in, and they've been coming in and they're going out. So it's actually open now. We do not let them go into Iran. They're not admitted into the strait to go to Iran.
There you have it. The Strait of Hormuz is open. There is no, or the Strait of Vermouth. I need a lot of it to handle what's going on right now. And we're okay. We have plenty of room. Just please, people at White House, politicians, just can someone be honest? Both sides are like the biggest psychopathic liars, and they all just lie at each other. Here's CNN, and if they were to do anything with Biden, it would be like, Everything is so great, sir. You are the best president, have the best economy. But then when it's flipped, which, hey, friends, this economy is garbage. If you're from France, garbage. We're garbagier. Don't tell me 1% GDP is a good economy. Let's listen into Blabbermouth about, hey, keto. Try keto. Start with keto, maybe move to carnivore of how great the economy is. Also, if you are new to my channel, which I highly doubt it, it's important that I'm always open and transparent. Yes, I'm registered Republican. No, I'm not Republican. I'm not independent. I'm not Democrat. I am a God-fearing man. I am also not the hero in the story you are. I will just come here every day of my life and do the best I can to show you how it works, and then you can decide. I used to say I have no dog in this fight, but some people are like, I don't like you saying that. But people always want me to take sides, and I'm like, okay, they're both idiots. They're both narcissists. Wait to AOC, okay? Wait until she's the president. Gavin Newsom, if you thought I was slightly hard on Trump, you just wait. At that point, I hope we all have an island somewhere and grow fruit.
Said in June that this was, quote, the strongest job market in your lifetime. By what metric?
Yeah, I think that one of the things we're seeing is that these jobs numbers are getting revised left and right. You can remember over the last couple of years, there were millions of revisions. And the bottom line is that if you look at the overall economy, then things are really, really booming. As an example.
So there you have it. The booming economy with, yeah, we keep revising everything. Yes, worse. And then as I'm flipping through the channels, oh gosh, he's on Market Alert, and then asked, this is where he asked, what about this inflation? Now, I just know how these guys speak. It's so hard for you. I'm going to show you some numbers. I think it's close to 80% say this is garbage. 20% like this is okay. Again, at the 1%, you gotta get over that to that side. Part of business, trade equities. You don't feel it as much. But when asked, it's like 1, just blame someone else. 2, lie. 3, smile and say everything's great.
That shows that there's persistent underlying inflation. And for the average American out there, I mean, polling indicates that they feel an inflation problem, that they are feeling the costs go up in housing and medical expenses, dining out in the last CPI report. I mean, how do you address that? I mean, you can point to all the numbers you want in the economic data. I don't know if it's a perception problem, but that's what they're feeling out there.
Right. Well, absolutely. You know, we understand what people are feeling, and in part it came about because of the runaway inflation under Joe Biden.
Oh, and there we have it. I had to stop it because I knew it's like, oh, right out of the gate. No, runaway inflation, Joe Biden. Under this administration, right? But I mean, even Biden came out and said the number, this is just burns in my brain. He goes, yeah, inflation, the number, 0. At that point, I actually did fall out of my chair. In regards to the workforce, look, the size of American workforce has fallen by over 1 million. Everyone's like leaving. What? Workforce participation rate. Looks like my finger going down. Everyone goes, but the stock market, it's no correlation. Oh, and then he's on Fox News. This guy really gets around where they're saying poor, 76, good, 24. This is not good, but I mean, I get it because I'm fine. That doesn't mean that I don't have empathy for people that are starting out or starting over, or like you just heard the news. You're like, who's this Jay Bravo guy? Okay, so I have to start a window washing company? Or you guys are in your own little niches and you're like, oh, hey, I can solve that problem. Maybe you have not learned yet how to click buttons on a screen, so I get it. For the general economy, it's bad. 6 of the girls, 5 of them are in what's that, California place. One of them is a high-end bartender, front page of magazine. I mean, she's really good, and makes really good money, but it is a dollar in, dollar out. And here's a true story. All my kids have their little side businesses. She's the one that's like struggles, but I'm like, if you just find something. And I'm like, do ice cubes. I don't care. Big block ice cubes. Look around your business. Those dried fruits that go on drinks. I don't have any drinks on my desk. I probably should. Oh my gosh, the girl that I work with just started doing that. I'm like, do that. She goes, I don't want to copy it. Do that. Then I looked it up on Amazon, which I showed you because I've sold on Amazon for, 20 years. And it does very well. And it's just dehydrated fruit, very simple, and you have connections. I tell you guys, if you want to do it, do it. Girlfriend now has left bartending and does this full time and makes oodles of money. I don't care what you do, dehydrated fruit. How about dehydrated water? Just add water. I don't care. Someone sold this to me. Let's listen into how great the minute I'm like, okay, I can't do it anymore, I'm going to get to the bad news. I know you can't see my face right now because I'm off camera, but I think this is going to be quick.
Fair or poor. And when we asked about their personal financial situation, the largest number came in from those who report they are falling behind. We have talked about this before. When can Americans expect relief?
Well, we've already seen that real wages under President Trump, which is wages after inflation, have gone up about $1,000 for the typical American middle-class family and about $4,000 for the typical manufacturing worker or construction worker. And so people are making more money than, they're having to pay at higher prices. But the prices went up so much under Joe Biden, we totally understand.
That's it, my critical thinkers. You knew that's about where I was going to cut it. Right, so now let's talk about how bad it is. Let's talk about what's happening with the yen carry trade and how we're solving Japan's problem. And printers are going burr. Now, we are in recessionary times, depressionary times. We're just able to hide it. The way we calculate the numbers now, comparative to like the Great Depression, completely opposite. You could even Google search how many people are getting assistance by the government. It's probably above 50%. The way we cook the books now, like you could hire IRS agents and be like, look, our job market. No, you couldn't. Back in the day, you couldn't even count government. You shouldn't because it's parasitic. If you even look at our growth, I mean, even since like 2009, 2%? That's not growth. And that's 2% with cooked books. It's not good. If you think we're bad, Japan's actually worse. They've probably been in a depression for, I don't know, since 1990. We've been in it for 19 years. They've been in it a lot longer. And it's the same debt thing. Money is debt. There is no way to escape it. Actually, I have a new video coming out tomorrow at 6 a.m. Liberal time. That new channel, Follow the Money. I spend all week on these videos. What you're seeing right now is money printing. This is the Treasury and then the Ponzi scheme. It takes three. It takes the banks, it takes the Fed, and it takes the Treasury. And they just play circle jerk. Treasury actually even buys back its own debt. Oh, that's swell. What's our debt to GDP now? Are we at 130%? I mean, the game's over. Now you're going to see said hockey stick. Debt, everything. It's okay for a time, right? And then it starts to curve, and then it goes straight up. That's what's happening. Albert Einstein talked about this. You take a penny and you double it. Over 31 days, how much is it? You just double it. Day 2, you have 2 cents. Great. Day 3, you have 4 cents. Then you have 8 cents. Then you have 16 cents. At the end of 31 days, what do you have? See, at first, it's like, oh, it's nothing. It's a few bucks. When you get to day 31, you're like, how is it 30 million? Some ridiculous number. We're at the end. Trust me when I say this. The politicians, they don't have your back. The spokesholes, they don't have your back. They're going to lie to you. They're going to put on a big face. Everything's great. Did I not prove that since the beginning of this video? In all of this that has been taking place, the yen carry trade, which has basically gone way under the radar. It was a very easy arbitrage way to make millions. Buy at 0%, convert to dollars, make money, just keep it going. But now we've lost control. Now Japan is having to raise the rates. And to exit the carry trade, you need to sell. You have to sell assets. This is not good. Selling assets because you got to get the dollar and then you're chasing the yen. But this is also going on globally, like a global margin call. Again, no one understands. Just trust me when I say this. This is not in the millions. It's not even in the trillions. This is in the quadrillions, this debt system that we live in. Bessent gets it. That's why he's like, oh, Help Japan now. Help them. What do you guys need? Don't sell our treasury. You see? We're at that tipping point. Thin. It is thin ice. When the yen weakens, they got to sell treasuries. Our rates go up. No, we can't have our rates go up. And then, the talking holes come out and like, oh, it's this and that. If it wasn't for Biden. And here's a little chart of everyone's currencies. And they're like, help. Well, this is just a complete flustercluck and no one's able to fix it. Then you have the debt GDP doom loop. Can't solve that one either. If you speak to any Keynesian, he'll tell you it's about 89%. Once you get above that, the game's over. And we're at 125%. While we have intervention, hidden depression covered up by money printing, now the AI bubble beginning to pop, or in some sectors it has popped, I'd say it's time to jump ship. Worst period for hedge funds since 2008. There it is after AI stock rout. But now, again, the solution. Swing trade on the daily. If you wait to the end of this video, I talk about Warren Buffett. He's going all in on Google, which was a great swing trade, which was in my watch list. Swings up and you take profit. The same thing with gold. Swings down, swings up, you take profit. Just keep doing this. Rinse and repeat. Start businesses, trade on the daily, trade on the 3-minute. Get good at this. This is your NASDAQ. Do you know this pattern? Want to know how I traded it this morning? Wait till the end of this video. A video will pop up. I'll walk you through it. Do that for my course members. To take the course. And then you follow along. It's like this is your textbook or you learn 50 to 100 videos, step by step. $2.99. Then it goes to $3.99. Is it $2.99 price of a textbook? I don't know. Mom and dad, how much are those textbooks? And paying for your kids' textbooks? But on gold. And I said, you're going to buy. And I said, you're going to go up to the 200. You may even want to start taking profit now. One said, thank you so much. Okay, so now you're overbought. About 7 to 8%. One contract was a lot of money. And precisely, AI says it's $33,560. Thanks to JB. It's not as good as BJ, but hey, I will show you the way. So guys, come on, at that 200, if you can get up there. Like, come on, little buddy, just pop another blue pill. You got it almost there. Again, piggies get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Well, there you have it. The politicians are all going to lie. It's really not that good. I have empathy for you. I feel it. I'm going to try to provide every way possible to help you. I want to lift you above me. And again, if you want to know how to trade this thing, the video is right here. It should be right here. And with that, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.